Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Dead Linger Alpha Build 009C. I'm Skitterin, and hopefully I don't die. Although it looks like I already have. So I need to make my way back to the house I barricaded. Which looks to be fairly close. Oh, it's right there. But yeah, in between the last video and this one, I barricaded all the windows, the garage, just made it an all-around safer place to live, which is sweet. So let's give you a quick tour here. Wow. Apparently it's not all that safe. They randomly broke the barricade. No one in the house. Nothing going on, but they broke it anyways. So I'll have to fix that, but as you can see, the garage is barricaded. All the windows downstairs are barricaded. Oh, you son of a bitch. But yeah, as you can see, it's nighttime. However, I would like to apologize for the video that was supposed to go up yesterday not being uploaded. Comcast randomly decided that I was doing too well getting a video uploaded every day and decided to drop my internet for a little while. So yeah, it just never made it on there. So hopefully I'll be able to give you a slightly longer episode today, or give you a multiple part episode that I'll get you two of tonight. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, the game seems to be doing something a little weird with the sound. I keep hearing very repetitive moaning. Not hot in the least bit, as you can probably hear. So, right now, I need food. And as you can see with my inventory, I have nothing. I've got a lot of 44 ammo. You know, no Magnum to go with it, but I do have the ammo. Let me know in the comments if anybody has actually found a Magnum, because I have yet to even see one, so I'm hoping that they're actually in the world, but who knows. God, that's really gonna get annoying. Alright, well let's see if I left any food in here last time I came through, because it looks like it doesn't respawn. Crap. Alright, well, it certainly looks like I'm gonna have to go from house to house to find food. Not so good, but I guess it happens. I actually started the video when it was daylight out, but a very rude woman that I happen to live with walked in and started yammering on, so I had to restart the video. For those of you that are married, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, jeez. I really hope I find some food. It would be really shitty to die from starvation. I can't say that it's number one on my priority list. But I did get the place barricaded. So now I've got a safe place to, well, I guess with this build of the game, stand around and shove my thumb up my ass. That's one thing that I hope the next major patch addresses is, you know, once you get dug in and... Ooh, a pear. Woohoo! Once you get dug in and have yourself fortified pretty well, you know, with either one or multiple layers of barricades, You know, there's not a whole lot else to do except for go out and find food. For the most part, the zombies aren't all that threatening. You know, the axe and the sledgehammer kill in 2 hits, making melee pretty viable. I mean, I guess I could start building a sky bridge that connects house to house to house, and, you know, that might be entertaining. But right now, there's really not a whole lot of reason to get too invested in one map, because let's face it, you know, when the next patch comes out, the way they've got this system set up is when you create a game world, it saves the settings based on your current patch. So like when I was playing 009 and they updated to 9A, 9B, and 9C, you know, I had to restart the world just so I could reap the benefits of that patch. And there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't. But it does mean that getting too invested in the world you're currently playing, probably not such a good idea, you know. If you get frustrated when you have to redo a map or start over, then getting extremely invested is really not wise at this point, because chances are in 2 weeks to a month, you know, you're gonna have to restart. It's gonna piss you off. You're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna want to quit playing. So, you know, up to you. Do it. Don't do it. That's your decision to make. I don't know why I tried to pick that up. I really don't. I guess I'm gonna go to this house and then hit the office building and see if there's anything interesting in there. One thing I would like to say is I have still not found a prison. And, you know, that's one thing I think I'm just going to have to start cruising across the world to find, because I have yet to see one. One of my buddies found one, and he said it was just cram-packed full of zombies, so sounds like you're going to need some pretty decent firepower to really, you know, do a whole hell of a lot. And I'd just like to say I didn't glitch out and lose my backpacks. Luckily, this time around. Who knows what'll happen next time. I'm just going to ditch this 9mm. There's no reason to have it. I'll probably end up ditching that rifle soon anyways. SK-63. On another note, I used to have a Mosin Nagant, which is also in the game, and that is one awesome weapon. Once the world stopped needing to be deleted every time a new patch comes out, I think that'll be my weapon of choice. I really enjoyed that gun. Very accurate, very loud. What was it, 7.62 by 54R ammo? Very large rounds. Yeah. I guess I'll go to the farm. I guess. I really don't know where else to go at this point. Last time I was at the farm, I found some corn, I found some, you know, cabbage or lettuce or something, and it did me for a while. But the funny thing is I didn't find any weapons at the farm, which was a little disappointing, because everybody knows, at least in the United States, if you live on a farm, you've got guns. You've got ammo. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Random spawns have their upsides and their downsides. Unfortunate, but true. Really hope I don't lose where I was in this house, but I guess at this point I could just run and run and run and hope I find something interesting. It looks like there's a convenience store over there. Maybe I'll go hit that. It's nice that you can see those signs from quite a distance. Maybe that's the way I'll find my way back to my barricaded house. Who knows? You know, it always freaks me out running through these stupid fields. It doesn't look like zombies spawn in them for the most part, but when they're chasing you through them, it can get pretty intense at times. It definitely feels more like a survival game when you're being chased through a field of corn by, you know, a horde of zombies. And another thing I'm really interested in is this engine overhaul, update, change. They haven't really said too much about it yet. Zag's been very measured in his statements about what it entails. You know, a lot of people have said, "Oh, it's Unity." He dropped a hint about Unity, but no, I honestly don't think it's gonna be Unity. I really don't. Licensing an engine like that is ridiculously expensive, and even if you take into account the sales they've had since the Kickstarter, I don't see them wanting to blow that much money having to license, you know, 5 or 6 people so they can continue development. You know, this is a very small team of people, and Zag did say on the forums that they're doing better than he expected for the amount of money that they have left. So that's good to hear, but I personally still would not like to see them, you know, even if it improves the game quite a bit, I wouldn't want to see them, you know, toss 6 months of development time into an expensive engine when they could just work with what they've got. You know, it may take a little bit more time, it may take some creative problem solving, but, you know, look at what they've done just since the Kickstarter closed, just since they launched Alpha back in Halloween of last year. It really has not been that long, and the game has just gone from this buggy, for the most part, ugly mess to, you know, it's not top of the line graphics now, but they are better, and just the functionality of the game, you know, there are still some bugs here and there, but for the most part, the game has grown with leaps and bounds, and that's really impressive. It's nice to be able to see the strides this game makes in action. Because normally you don't get to see... Let's face it, when do you ever see a AAA game from Alpha? You know, unless you're a brother, or father, or super nerdy friend of a game developer, you know, how many of you out there have actually got to play an alpha version of any bigger game? I'd have to guess probably not very many of you. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm going to go ahead and say. You know, beta doesn't count. And I know some people are probably not going to like that statement, but believe it or not, beta is ridiculously further along than alpha. You know, granted, they're only a couple stages apart. There is a huge difference in the quality of the game and just the features that a beta game would have compared to the alpha. I mean, there's a big difference. Don't die, don't die! It seems this store is being closely guarded. Not very smooth of me to just barge in, but I want to make sure I've got enough food to last a little while. And hopefully I don't die of infection this time. I'm getting towards the 50% infection risk. And from what I've seen, correct me if I'm wrong, you know, you've seen me play, and I'm not sure if the stats on this gas mask actually work. I personally haven't seen the infection risk go down because of me wearing it. It also doesn't obstruct any of my vision, so I don't know if the features in that are actually implemented or not. It'd be nice to know. It's a feature I'm definitely interested in. I pledged for the Kickstarter. I bought an additional 3 copies of the game for friends of mine. So I mean, it'd be nice. I'm excited for that gas mask that they were giving away for the I guess you could call it pre-orders, but for the alpha access. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna run and gun. I guess that requires me getting a gun out. And hopefully lead you to a prison. That is one thing I have not been able to show you yet. And trust me, it disappoints me as much as it disappoints those of you that haven't seen a prison. Because it sounds like it is going to be just a ridiculously crazy ride. Apparently there's no sound for this gun. That's okay though. I'm gonna make sounds. Let me reload it real quick. You know, if each one of those clicks is a bullet going in, this gun actually has quite the capacity. Alright. Whoa. I don't really know what that was, but... Ah! Out of ammo! I got too into making the sounds that, oh shit, I'm actually out of ammo. Oh, let's... Okay, I guess I'm just gonna drop that gun and run. There we go. It's always nice to hear the gun you're firing go off. Otherwise, it's... well, it didn't do it that time, but... didn't do it that time either. Wow, I am so gonna fucking die. And now my light's flickering. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and run towards that office building. See if I can see the prison from the top of it. So I will be back with the next video. I've been Skitterin. This is episode 10 of the Dead Linger Alpha Build 009C. Hopefully I'll get the next video uploaded as a sorry for Comcast's failure yesterday. See ya.